Kobe Bryant was absolutely outspoken in his support of women's basketball and the stage he thought it deserved. Yesterday, members of the women's basketball community, including ASU players and Sun Devils head coach Charli Turner Thorne, shared their thoughts on what Bryant meant to the women's game.
It's interesting when really, really powerful people or really, really successful people or really, really talented people have daughters. You know, because a lot of times, clearly, you know, sports is dominated by men, you know, and you know, we are obviously very grateful for all the coverage that we get and, you know, the things that we have, but it's no work in comparison. So when somebody like that, you know, recognizes and has an appreciation for the women's game, it's amazing.
He was just a big impact to not only basketball, but just the world in general. And a lot of kids looked up to him growing up. I know I played basketball and I looked up to him when I was younger. I mean, I bought his shoes maybe every 2 weeks. I bought a new pair of his shoes and I just loved him.
I had just shown an interview of Kobe Bryant, a short interview to my team last week, going into last week's game. It was an awesome interview about how he talked, you know, he was asked, you know, are you more fear of failure or, you know, will to win? And he said, I'm neither. He said, I don't, you know, either one of those is not going to help you, you know, perform. I'm about just figuring things out. I'm about being in the moment.
Less than a year ago in May, the Laker legend brought his 13-year-old daughter Gianna's AAU team to visit the Phoenix Mercury. The WNBA community continues to grieve the loss of the icon and his daughter Gigi.
Oh, really? He didn't fake anything. He wasn't one to say things that he didn't mean. He wasn't one to do things that he didn't believe in. And, you know, he had a different perspective.
You know, at 41, he had so much life to live. He was just starting his life in a lot of ways. We know him as the basketball player, absolutely, but I think even that small amount of time where he was retired, you could see he had a lot to give.
Bryant played for the Lakers for 20 seasons, with the superstar constantly showing support to women's players in college, like Oregon's Sabrina Ionescu, and professionals such as the Mercury's Diana Taurasi. Just last week, Bryant said several WNBA players, including Taurasi, could play in the NBA today. And while he is now gone, his actions will continue to inspire players for many more years to come. In the Broadcast Center, Werner, Cronkite News.